Hello, hello. It's Michelle Wilson from the Mompreneur Conversations show. And today I'm introducing to you Mompreneur Conversation Micro Moments Live. And it's a powerful way that I'm going to be redefining balance during our journey of Mompreneur Conversation show. And I'm so excited that today I have a very special guest with me who is Lara Ibarra, who is a mompreneur who specializes in strategic design consultant, who also has a double master in strategic design and an MBA, a master's of business administration. And now she is pursuing her doctorate. And I'm just so thankful and grateful to Lada and her team, who's played an important part of the role in just bringing Mompreneur Conversation show live, bringing the show to life. And so I'm truly grateful to her and her team and her dedication and commitment to really understanding the mission, the vision, and the purpose of why I've decided to launch the new show that's actually going to be premiering in September. So I'm really excited about that. But over the last few months, I've been, using social or, using, I won't say using social media, but actually, just giving a lot of valuable tips through Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And so thank you to Laura that had made a suggestions like we should go live once a week and really, share and get more personable with our audience and tribe. So just really thankful and grateful. And this week I launched a new micro moment series called, Redefining Balance as a Mompreneur, raising a special needs child. And it's about balancing caregiving and entrepreneurship. And so first I'd like to just, welcome Lada and just, thank you so much for all the work, as I said, that you and your team has just really brought Mompreneur Conversation to life. And just excited to have you here. So can you just share a little bit about your journey as a mompreneur, entrepreneur, and, just your experience of just working with the Mompreneur Conversation show?
Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for the opportunity to show up with you. And yes, we're actually collaborating in this project. I have the amazing opportunity to start working with this amazing young lady, Michelle Wilson, who is rocking the shows. You need to go and just watch them all. The content is really value, and one of the things that keeps me more excited, me and the team, is that every single day that she is giving us the content, we are seeing every single day we're seeing golden nuggets in here. So I told her, why not? Let's just share. I want to know more about all of these topics that you are today sharing with us. For example, I know you recently posted about the Pomodoro technique. I have heard about that, but just to understand the way that you're performing now with that, I was like, yeah, this is it. We need to pay attention to Michelle. So thank you for having me here and just enjoying this space with you and just to share a little bit of what we're doing, don't you think?
Yes, absolutely. I'm going to say you kind of been behind the scenes. So I want to bring you in front of the scenes because, as I said, I had this vision that started about actually 13 years ago. I wrote down
Mhm.
a mission that I wanted to work with moms, well, parents, especially moms who are raising special needs children who wanted to start a purpose driven business. And through my journey, I've been a special needs mom raising my son. And I've learned a lot of golden techniques in my journey. So I feel like I've been exploring the last 13 years, balancing caregiving, taking care of my son full time, all the hospital stays that what that we're in, and then also, school, and then his care needs, and then also running a business. So, as you said, the golden nuggets that I've been sharing the last several months, it's just things that I have learned, the treasures that I have gained over my journey that I want to share with other moms who are on this journey and who want to have a fulfilling life. And yeah, this week, as I said, I started, I'm calling them micro moments, and it's micro moments life
Mhm.
because we handle life in micro moments as a special needs, mom raising a special needs child because our time is so limited. You're already working 2 full-time jobs. Raising our children
Yes.
is a full-time job. And so now, add on a business, another full-time job. So I've learned to run my business through micro moments. And that's what I'm excited about the show that I'm going to be really going in depth during the show, which is going to be airing on Amazon Fire TV.
Mhm.
However, right now, like I said, this is a moment with Micro Moments Live that we get to go a little bit deeper in what I've been sharing, like on the social media platform. So you talked about the Pomodoro method, and that's just one method that I learned in my journey.
Mhm.
And it's all about, I talk about uninterrupted, time. It's about
Yeah.
focus, taking time and getting.
And I cannot, I really cannot imagine how you gain that. Like, don't interrupt me, please. I'm gonna keep myself like quiet, please. I need that space. So how really are you doing it?
So it really took a lot of practice. In the beginning, there was times that I really felt overwhelmed. There was times I was exhausted, but it's a practice, right? So what I do is I definitely look at my month before the month begins, and I look at all
Mhm.
my son's, doctor's appointments, therapy appointments. I look at everything that I need to do with my son first, because he's my first priority.
Yeah.
And then with that, then I run my business around all his needs and activities and so forth. So then throughout the day, I have focused time. I know, like in the morning, I take care of my son, his medical needs and so forth. And then I set some time after that, maybe 1 or 2 hours for appointments, getting, or even just my project management, marketing, whatever
Mhm.
I need to do. I do them in focused time. And then I put everybody in my household, and I'll notice that, hey, mom's got to go to work. I'm very fortunate and blessed to be able to, work from home. And I have my, home office, but I tell everyone, I'll tell my son, I check on him to make sure he's okay. And I
Yeah.
let him know that, hey, I'm going to be working for the next hour or hour and a half, and I'll be back. And then, then it's time to put him on his hydration
Yeah.
or something like that. So I do them.
Okay. So I'm getting it. So you really write down a schedule for the day. That's
Yes.
number one, right?
Yeah,
That's the
very
number
key.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all about pre-planning. And I say you start off with your month before it begins, so that you see everything that you need to do. Is kind of like that helicopter view. And
Mhm.
then I go weekly, because things do happen and change. And then the night before, I write everything down that needs to be done. And I integrate my personal life and my business life. It's not either or, it's both. So I'm integrating
Okay.
them both. And then, as you said, I've there was a goal several years ago that I wanted to become a master planner. So that's really how I'm able to do it. And focus time is just setting time aside on a particular task you want to accomplish, whether it be in your business or in your personal life.
Okay.
And so that's what, the Pomodoro method is just one of those methods that you put a timer on for like 25 minutes, and you're just focused on that. But you want to pre-plan. What is it that you want to focus on? And if you may not be able to get the whole task done in that time, but it's in those micro moments that it adds up. And then you do get the task done. And I'm sure in your business,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. And I'm just like getting it because as I told you, I have heard about this technique, but I was doing it wrong because I was like, okay, I have 10,000 things to do. Let's focus on these two tasks, these 15 minutes, right? Like, and then you walk and then distract your mind and then focus again. But I think that's the key part when you plan ahead and you see like the overall, okay, I cannot do like 100 things today, right? So what are the most important, the urgent, you remind me the Eisenhower matrix when you put the urgent things, the important things, and you need to schedule them in that
absolutely.
process. So how much time do you invest in that? How long it takes to actually put all your money? Because for me, it's like a super big task. So do you recommend me like taking half of the day? How did you do it?
When it really first started off, before I even started my day, I really was understood what my vision was in life. So I created a vision statement so that I could
Mhm.
really understand what it is that I wanted to become, have, and do in my life. So once I created my first vision statement, that was kind of like my GPS system to help me, guide me.
Mm.
And then I set an appointment with myself to plan. So yeah, if in the beginning, it probably will take you a little bit more time, because if you're not used to planning, then, set a couple of hours, but set it like, we're ending August pretty soon. So like on Saturday, I'll be
Crazy.
sitting down with my planner and started planning September. So for me, it could take 30 minutes to an hour, just depends on how, my schedule is and so
Mhm.
forth like that. And just be flexible, especially as a mom, be very flexible. Even though I have the plan laid out, things happen. So, but because I have a plan, I can go right back to it. And I know you said that in your business that you have, all these things that you need to do. And then you said, the matrix, right? What's important, urgent. And we know that we don't want to be in urgency all the time. That's
Oh,
why we
no.
want to identify.
That's when you burn out
Yeah,
yourself.
that's when you burn out, right? So you really are not looking at the urgency. We want to identify it, but we're really looking at, what's important, and then making sure we take those important things, those tasks,
Mhm.
and put it
Okay.
into our planner. So that's how, just in those, and I say micro moments, as a mom, you want to make sure you're planning both. You want to have allow room for your business and for your family and your special needs child. So absolutely.
Yeah.
So, and I
And
want to know a little bit about, we've been working together for,
mhm.
gosh, for the last couple of years, but really thank you so much for
Yeah.
working on the project with me with Mompreneur Conversation, and even just working on the project, because I had to take everything from my brain and bring it to life on paper. So I just want to know, like, your experience, just kind of working with the Mompreneur Project, and how has it impacted you, and what you do. And I know that you work with moms too, your team, you have moms on your team and so forth like that. So I'm just curious to know. I know you asked me the question about, oh my gosh, how does that mom pump? What's it? Pomodoro. Yeah,
Pomodoro.
yes, Pomodoro. My mind is going really fast. How the Pomodoro method
Yeah,
works?
and it takes me time to understand because you guys may know English is not my first language. So this girl just talks so fast for me. Sometimes can you repeat that, please?
Yes. When I get, I know for me, when I'm passionate and I get excited, I can talk
I
really
can
fast.
notice. I can tell when
And
Michelle is
then my
passionate.
brain is like trying to keep up with, my thoughts and so forth like that. So, but
You do the same that I do, but by writing, because I'm kind of the dyslexic person. So when I write really quickly, I cannot even like really. Do you guys understand this? I It's my own note. I don't have a clue what does it means.
right.
Sometimes we're crazy, but thank you for the question. And I just realized, yeah, I'm reflecting on how many moms I have been serving for all of these years. So back in Mexico, I used to work with clients that were about to become a moms because I was in the wedding industry. So first steps first for some of them. And it was very it was grateful. I was grateful to see some of my clients coming as a bride, and then they come, can you do the invitation for the bride show, and then the bridal show, and then the baby shower, and then the baptism, and then all the celebrations. So I have been blessed to have clients for years. Literally now, in Mexico we celebrate the quinceañera, which is the kind of the sweet 16. And once I got one client that came as a bride, and then she asked me for her daughter's quinceañeras, and I was like, what? Am I so experienced? I have been in this business for so long. And yes, I happen to have like 17 years with my business. So I was a very young entrepreneur. And now with this journey, knowing you, knowing Mompreneur projects, I just fall in love with all the information and all the content. And actually, by working with you all these 2 years, more than 2 years, I believe, I have experienced motherhood myself. I got pregnant twice. For some of the people that know me, maybe this is like, what? Yeah, but my pregnancy didn't came true. So I experienced just the beginning, just a teeny tiny piece of, okay, am I becoming a mother? So I just have very two lovely souls that they watch me all the time, and I'm blessed for that. But I just realized how the hormones, the process of becoming a mother impact not only in your business, but in your life with your partner. So everything changed. That's for real. And giving those tips as you share, it makes me feeling it makes me feel comfortable about, okay, I have been running my business for more than almost 20 years now, and I'm so young, by the way. I started at 3 with my business.
Yes, yes, I can see that.
And now I can see that possibility, because I'm not sure if someone here relates to this story, but just thinking about, I'm running my business, it is successful, and then I need to change the whole thing because now I'm gonna have a baby crying like anytime he likes, he wants, right? So just shifting that mindset, being surrounded by you, guided by you, and just all of this knowledge, I was like, I really want to be part of Mompreneur because I need you, please, and help. Please help me. So I know that the time will come. I'm very happy and I have faith on that. But I really truly recognize the value on your experience and the journey and how much people can relate to your story. So that's why I'm here. That's the only reason, Michelle.
Well, I'm just so thankful and grateful. And yes, we've had many mompreneur conversations around, even in your business, because as you said, you've been an entrepreneur 20 plus
Yeah.
years. And then thinking that, oh, becoming a new mother, and that's more, stress and challenges. But I'm just so excited for you because now you'll be able to, you can be more proactive, right?
Mhm.
And not you're starting a usually I'm working with moms who want to start a business, but what about moms who have a business and want to start a family, and how do you integrate that? And it's all about, as I said, it's mindset, it's redefining balance, it's about also self-care. We've
Yeah.
talked about, what are we doing for our self-care? Because as moms, running a business, that is like the number one thing is our well-being, because we got to be there for our children and be there for our business. Our business are like babies too, right? So,
Mhm.
we talk about well-being and fitness and health, kind of checking in. Yeah, I went to the gym, so just
Yeah.
having those conversations, I think, is extremely important, and having those conversations with like-minded and
Mhm.
like-hearted individuals who are understanding your journey and path is extremely important. So, I'm just, as I said, I'm really thankful for the blessing of being able to my journey, but able to share my journey with others, but also to work with moms like yourself, Laura. It's just been an extremely incredible journey, and I'm looking forward to continuing our conversation, Mompreneur Micro Moments, and that was birthed out of just the work that we've done. And I'm really
Mhm.
realizing that my process over the past 13 years, like I said, I've done a lot of personal development, spiritual development, and so forth. So all these tools and resources that I've learned over the years, I'm excited that I've been able to bring them now to others, because I've been able to, it wasn't overnight. It did take time to
Mhm.
learn how to redefine balance, but now that I feel like I have I won't say the secret sauce, but I have the toolbox now that
You
I
have it.
can
You know something, Michelle. You know something.
I get to share it with others. So you don't have to feel alone, because being an entrepreneur, I'm sure you
Yeah.
agree,
Mhm.
lonely, right? And then being a mom could be lonely and then also exhausting. So just being able to have
And
a
working for home,
yes.
even more lonely.
And even more lonely. So just having a community of moms, or just people who are in going in the same trajectory as you are, it
Mhm.
can really just help you in that fulfillment. And I know I'm here for having a business that's fulfilling and that's making an impact. And I'm sure that you're here for the same reasons. I mean, one of our connections was Money and You, right? And Buckminster Fuller and his quote, I can't say it right offhand, but it's just being, the 100% for humanity. And that's what we're here for. We really want to make a difference. And so I don't know if there's any closing thoughts. I know we're going to do micro moments on Fridays. at 10 a.m. So hopefully you'll join us next week. And then, as I said, I'll let you know when the show premieres, the actual Mompreneur Conversation shows premieres, which will be in September.
Mhm.
But these are just micro moments. These are just the micro moments live that we're going to be able to bring some insights and some tips and tools so that you can really succeed in your entrepreneur journey. So, with that, I'd like to go out to you, Lotta, if you have any closing remarks and or any shares that you would like to share.
Yeah, actually, you remind me about the big question.
Yes.
We should have it here because here is my secret sauce too. The the Buckminster Fuller
Yes.
planner, and you know what? I believe I have it here.
Oh,
So
perfect.
let me just share this because I think it's important to recognize what are the reasons and the intentions. So I know this quote by Buckminster Fuller connected us. So I
Yes.
just want to give honor to that. And the big question is, how do we make the world work for 100% of humanity in the shortest possible time through spontaneous cooperation without ecological offense or disadvantage for anyone? So that was our question. So we embrace that question, and that's the main reason Mompreneur is now live. Mompreneur has been in your heart for so many years, and
Yes.
I'm happy that by doing these connections and all the things that happen to bring us together is
Yes.
coming to fruition. So thank you for that. And yeah, we just thought about this very week. We didn't promote anything. We just went live to see what happens. And just please give us your comments below if you have any questions. If you want to know more about any topic, just please let us know, because that way we can serve you. We can give us our expertise, or you can laugh with us as well.
Yes.
So I am
Thank
complete.
you so much, and I love what you sharing the quote, and it's that the cooperative, right? And that's why
Mhm.
me and Lotta are here because we decided Lotta has her business, I have my business, but we can collaborate because we really want to make an impact, 100% about 100% of humanity in the shortest period of time, and it's really through collaboration, relationships, and just relationships. Period. So we, as Lotta said, we would love to hear from you, your thoughts, comments, even questions, because we are truly here to serve you. So, with that, we'll go ahead and close out our first Mompreneur Micro Moments live.
Yay.
And make sure next time, bring your cup of coffee. And, we just really want to have a conversation and talk about our experiences and how we're doing it, how we did it. And, what are your aspirations and dreams in life? We love our children, we love our family, but as mom, we are women who also want to live a fulfilling life. And so that's what we're bringing to the table. It's like we can have it all. So with that, I'm Michelle Wilson,
And I
and
am Laura Ibarra.
we'll see you next Friday on the Mompreneur Conversation Micro Moments Live. Have a great
Bye.
day and stay blessed and unstoppable.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.